Hello, everybody. Welcome to your yoga practice. Thank you for entrusting me with your practice today. My name is Linsey Barusing, and this is Power to Express. We'll start on our backs today. And you remember these like cow face pose arms. We do them sometimes in yoga. We'll be doing this, but just not so exaggerated. Somewhere where you feel halfway in between nothing and everything. Okay, so as you come onto your back, I'll have you take your right arm, come onto your back and just kind of snake it underneath you into this hollow of your back. Maybe up your bra line a little bit if you don't have very much sensation. And then with your left arm, I'm just going to pay you to model. Take it behind your head, maybe down, reaching for your other arm. It doesn't have to be severe. There we go. Nice stretch. It shouldn't be painful. You don't want to add insult or injury to the tissues. You just want to feel. And then if it's comfortable, Supta Baddha Konasana legs. Breathe in with me. And slow your roll with a gorgeous exhale. And tap in to your vitality through your breath. Let your fingers melt. Your elbows melt. And your abs kind of turn off as the belly waves like an ocean roll. My mantra for the week is, I invite abundance. I invite abundance. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Abundance is something we all want. And I love this quote by Wayne Dyer, who says that abundance is not something we acquire. It is something we tune into. So it's already there, right? That's why I love that quote. It's already all around us. It's just either unnoticed or undervalued. We do have abundance, and we'll just tap into that today. Carefully close your legs. Liberate your arms. Take them out nice and wide. Let that blood flow return. Then let's try that same thing on the second side. Your left arm will snake down and around. Maybe up toward mid-back if that feels good. And then you'll model with your right arm. Supta Baddha Konasana legs, or if that's a little intense, you could choose a different leg shape. Breathe in with me. Let go with me. I find through the practices of gratitude and presence, though they sound kind of one-dimensional to me when I was first introduced, through these practices, life becomes such a richer tapestry of moments. To not only notice and be where you are when you're supposed to be there, but to count everything in gratitude and bring it in and recognize it. It transforms the way that I live little by little. It makes it richer and richer and richer. I'm sure we all know people who have lots of things, lots of riches, who are still unhappy. And maybe you know people who have close to no real material wealth or possessions who are extremely wealthy and happy mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. I invite abundance. Let's slowly liberate our arms one at a time. Bring them out. Close up your legs. Just bring your hands over your heart space and make an intention for your practice. My intention this week is to notice the abundance that I have in my life and to appreciate it. What is yours? Breathe in. And breathe out. Prepare eagle arms. I don't care which hand goes underneath. Breathe in. Spine does not move, but you reach elbows up and back. As you exhale, draw your elbows down towards your breastbone. Twice more, just like that. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Set up for the other side. Breathe in, reach, reach, reach. Only your shoulder blades move. And exhale to come back in. Breathe in, extend. Exhale to contract. Last time. Inhale, doesn't matter how far you go, just to your end range. And exhale. Breathe in now. Take one leg over the other. Reach legs away from arms. Exhale, crunch up. Let's do that 9 more times on this side. Inhale. Exhale. At your own pace. Maybe pick up the tailbone a little bit more at the top. Maybe to squeeze in and down through navel at the top. Last one for me. If it's not for you, take your time. And then melt. And just feel. Just a little bit of work, so much change. Let's do the other side. Breathe in, reach. And exhale, coil in. I'm second guessing my arms. I shouldn't have, should I? 8 more, just like that. The sensation will be really palpable on this side because you've already done a lot of work. And just bring your mind's eye to your spine. You've already got that shoulder mobility. Now, can you really do those cat-cows through your spine? No rush, just quality movement. And at the end, you'll just sprawl out, maybe windshield wiper your knees back and forth. Feel that little bit of heat that you've produced, and then take the soles of your feet to the floor, please. Arm bones long. Breathe in, bridge pose. As you exhale, we'll just take a nice bind behind our backs and just stay here to create all of the space. I like to think about the backs of my knees. They push forward right into that kneecap so that I can decompress through this region right here. Good old hip flexors. They work so hard on a daily basis. Breathe in. Exhale, roll down one vertebra at a time. Tuck the tailbone. Let's just do some bridge rolls. Breathe in, bridge. And exhale, you'll roll down upper back, middle back, low back, sacrum, tailbone, release. Do a couple here on your own. Imagine that you are an ocean wave. Every bit of movement is organic and natural and slow. And the more you slow it down, the more challenge you accept into your practice. Press in through the inseams of your feet. Don't let the knife edges take the brunt. And let's just take one more, biggest one yet. Breath in. Breathe out, coil all the way down. And take happy baby's pose. I love just sitting in happy baby's pose at the beginning of a practice because there's so much more sensation. If it's a little too early for you, grab onto your ankles instead. This is your time. This time is a gift to yourself. You've got an abundance of it. So take it. Kind of lose control of time. You need to put your cell phone away, tune out any distractions, and let's get ready to flow. Take your knees into your chest. Let's roll up to Ragdoll Pose. You can take a few breaths. Once you're there, supple knees, lots of heaviness through your bun. If you don't have a bun, through the crown of your head. So just take a load off here. We had all those big storms come through here in Iowa earlier this week when I'm filming this. And man, I can really tell the difference. All the yard work just landed right about here from picking up all those big branches. Makes it for a more satisfying hold. Okay, breathe out. Drop your hands to the floor. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Come with me now. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, take a bind behind your back. Breathe in, back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Release your clasp. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, standing split, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, straighten both legs and look backward. Exhale, lunge forward, back knee to a hover. Breathe in, three-legged dog, right leg up and back. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breath in, halfway lift, please. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. This time you'll take the other thumb on top on your exhale. Breathe in, arc back, and exhale, dive forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, right leg lifts, standing split. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, straighten your legs, look back between them. Exhale, lunge in a lot. Hands down to the ground now. Breathe in, three-legged dog, left leg. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, right leg up. And breath out, just bend, twist, open. You can stay static, or you might find a little bit of movement here. Wherever you are, your armpits do not face just the back wall. They kind of cup in a little bit toward each other. Exhale. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, warrior one. We'll just do a little variation of what we did last week here. And warrior one, now that we've over-talked it together, if you did tune in last week, you have a better setup. Legs, I like to think of as two separate lanes on the interstate. So we've got I-80 westbound, I-80 eastbound. Breathe in, exhale, clasp. Breathe in, arc back, and exhale, humble warrior. Let's breathe here. There's no destination. Nobody gets any prize money for coming inside, your front hip here. It doesn't really matter. Just be content where you are. A lot of times we focus on the negative aspects of what our body can't do. This is a practice of abundance, and so we focus on what the body can do. Okay, as you exhale, look forward. And as you breathe in, bound airplane, or you could do like a bound standing split as well. Ooh, I've got a little bit of turbulence here. Breastbone leads. When we talk about abundance, we talk about heart space. Breathe in. Exhale, knee into chest. Breathe in, single leg mountain, and exhale, eagle pose. Breathe. Pick one thing to look at. And just use it, stare through it. Notice all those little creaks and pops and tremors in the body. Where you challenge the body, you're touching it, you're taking care of it, you're getting new blood flow, maybe new tissue. Breathe out. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, low lunge. Step back really far. And breathe in, reverse warrior. I'll pause for a tricep stretch here. Up, back, and I'll really pull into my tricep just to lengthen it, and then push my elbow back into my hand. You should feel a little bit of a heat change here. Breathe in, reach back. Exhale, extended side angle. I'll take the half bind here as well. We're a little bit open from doing those cow face pose arms at the beginning of class. Open, open, open. Exhale. Breathe in, star pose. Exhale, horse or goddess. But on this trip through, we'll do some shoulder dips. My favorite. I can really feel these in my spine and my low back and my inner thigh. You can tell me where you feel them in the comment section. Make sure you feel even. Exhale. Breathe in, star. Exhale, warrior two to the front, just to transition. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. I don't like chaturanga. I'm not going to do it. So I'll just inhale to upward facing dog. And then meet you in downward facing dog. Breathe in, left leg up. And exhale, bend, twist, and open. Breathe. Again, square armpits. They hug up and in. Even though your hip is open, your navel is still trying to come back towards center. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Spin your back foot down. Breathe in, warrior one. Pause here. Push through the back of your right knee as you push forward into your left knee. Let's breathe in. Breathe out, bind behind your back. Breathe in, get long. Exhale, humble warrior. Pause. Land your gaze. Now, when we did this last week, we talked a lot about third eye chakra, and that does perseverate here, but this is also a heart opener. Do you feel it? Are you open through this heart space? Do you invite in abundance? Or are you closed off to good things in your life? That's half the battle, right? Not only seeing the good things around us, but also knowing we're worthy of them. Breathe out. Breathe in, airplane pose, and pause. You can probably hear my breath. Gets pretty lively about this point. Yours should too. You might feel it a bit warmer, a bit faster. Breathe in. Breath out, knee into chest. Breathe in, single leg mountain. And exhale, eagle pose. I'm about done with these eagle arms. I'm a little fatigued of them. So as I flow, I might do something different, like figure four, tree pose. And I might take these arms just because it feels good. I can even get into that border of the scapula and pull them out and away. And there are no chair poses in this flow today. This is basically your chair. Sit down and into it. Exhale with me. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, reverse warrior with a tricep stretch. Pause. I found a lot lately that students do a little bit of some weird head things that might not be so good for their neck long term. So to keep your neck safe, imagine it's an extension of the rest of your spine, because it is. Breathe in, breath out, extended side angle. 5 long breaths. We use our leverage to open thigh, rotate heart, just a little bit of axial rotation through skeletal system. And again, the back of my neck should look congruent with the rest of my spine. It shouldn't be off or down to one side. Think about crisp energy lines. Breathe out. Breathe in, star pose. And exhale, we'll do horse pose into goddess. So this is goddess. You can have heels dropped or up, depending on what you want today. There's a goddess named Lakshmi. She's got 8 arms. Pretty cool looking. She's stoic. She's really confident looking, peaceful, self-assured. And one of the many things she signifies is abundance. She's got these open hands. It's pretty cool. Exhale. Breathe in, star. Exhale, warrior 2. Breathe in, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And before I cue you through your flow, I would like you to think about one thing that you want in your life. And I've learned that, guess what? If you don't ask for something, if you don't let it be known that you want something, it's not a very good chance you're going to get it. So name it. Know you're deserving of it. Something in this universe that you want. We'll invite in abundance as we flow. Breathe in, take your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, warrior 1. And exhale, clasp behind your back. Take your time. Inhale, arc back into a back bend. Exhale, bow forward and down. Gaze toward top of mat. Breathe in, bound airplane pose. And exhale, knee into chest. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Your left leg will lift. Exhale, eagle, tree, anything that tickles your pickle today. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, low lunge. Step really far back. Breathe in, reverse. Exhale, extend forward and down. Breathe in, star pose. And exhale, goddess. Arms to a T, heart is open. Breathe in, star. Exhale, warrior 2. Back to the front of your mat now. Gaze lands. Breathe in, reverse. And exhale, chaturanga. A little bit of heat now. I love it. Breathe in. Breath out, tuck it back, downward facing dog. Let's do the left side. Inhale, lift your left heel. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, warrior 1, please. And exhale, opposite thumb on top. It should feel weird. Inhale, open, open, open. Exhale, bow forward, get humble. Breathe in, bound airplane pose. Exhale, knee into chest. Breathe in, single leg mountain. And exhale, wrap into eagle or the like. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, low lunge, extend back leg to back of mat. Breathe in, reverse warrior. And exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, star. Exhale, goddess. Sit low, elbows back in space. Breathe in, star pose. And exhale, warrior 2. Breathe in, reverse. And exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, low lunge. Listen for the change. Inhale, crescent. Pause. In crescent, your back heel will actually be up instead of down. Small change from warrior one. Okay, perfect. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart, because that's what we're talking about today, right? Breathe in, hinge forward, and exhale, nice big old prayer twist in crescent lunge here. Continue to breathe. If you'd like to utilize some of that shoulder opening we've been doing, you can take your top arm into a little bind, reach down maybe towards your left hip crease. And then you know what? I've got a lot of arm to work with, so I might even bind with one arm underneath. Breathe in. Exhale, let's do runner's lunge. And today I'll offer you a quad stretch. I find that this is a lot for most people. And so I assume you're at your house or outside. You might have an extra sweatshirt or maybe even a mat strap that you can utilize. I like a block underneath my left hand some days too. So as you inhale, you'll stretch your right arm high. As you exhale, you can grab your left foot and then just feel, right? You don't want to insult or injure or overstretch any tissues that won't come back. So be very compassionate. You can press in with your back foot to open up your chest and your breathing muscles. Awesome. Breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, three-legged dog. And exhale, chaturanga, halfway down. Breathe in, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, left leg ascends. Exhale, lunge all the way through. Keep your back heel up and propped up this time. Breathe in, crescent pose. Take a beat here. Get your balance. I always say this is a balance posture. People don't believe me, but it is. Let's breathe in together. Breath out, hands to heart. Breathe in, hinge forward, maybe come to the tiptoes. As you exhale, work your twist. And notice that you might have to work harder on one side than the other. There are so many different variations of postures to pick from. So if you pick the same one every time, that can be kind of comforting, but do know that one version is not better than another, right? There's no superior version of a posture. You might be missing out if you don't experiment just a little bit. Let's breathe in and breath out, runner's lunge here. Very careful in your quad stretch. If you feel any pain, I don't want you to be afraid of that pain, but do listen to it, right? Value it. Another great thing that I like is maybe just this doesn't feel really good under my right knee right now. I'll just double up my mat, a little more cushion. And just to give a little bit of time in our practice, right? If all the postures just took one breath, we'd only be here for a couple of minutes. So take just a little bit longer to truly take hold in mind, body, energetic, spirit, all those different layers. Breathe in. Breath out, release your hands to the ground. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, last chaturanga of practice. Breathe in, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, plank pose. Let's hold. This is exactly what you were looking to do today, yeah? Did I read your mind? A little bit of plank. We're just getting some heat. Push the earth away. Take a big breath in. And exhale, lower all the way to your navel. Now we'll do those little cow face pose arms we had done before, but we'll do them in a little dance. So this is what it'll look like. Inhale. And exhale to reach. Come with me now. Breathe in, locust pose, palm your basketballs. And exhale, reach like your hands like each other. Let's do one more each side. Make yourself even. Pick elbows up away from floor. You'll be even here in a breath or two. And just to notice how that worked out for you in your shoulders. You can feel your heartbeat against the mat. And then let's finish strong, shall we? Exhale. Breathe in, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, back to our flow. Breathe in, warrior one. Exhale, bind behind your back. Breathe in, get big. Exhale, get humble. Breathe in, bound airplane. And exhale, knee into chest. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, stop somewhere different. Where do you want to stop today? I think I'll do dancer's pose. You've got tree, figure four, hand to foot, knee to head, Shiva squat. That could be killer. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, reverse. Last time today, get a little bit more motion and extension into side angle. Breathe in, star. And exhale, goddess. We talked about Lakshmi. Let's do a little ode to her, shall we? We'll move our arms. So on your inhale, palm your basketballs. On your exhale, we'll just move what looks like multiple arms of Lakshmi. Inhale. And exhale, reach. Breathe in. And exhale, let's sink. Lower, lower, lower. Breathe in. Exhale, goddess, lowest you've been all day. Breathe in, star. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in, reverse. Here's the change. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, side plank. Something of your choice. It could just be here. If you'd like, you could make a nice little tree. Do something that makes you happy. And then don't mean mug me. Give me a little smile. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, left side, shall we? Breathe in, left leg. Exhale through. You know this well now. Breathe in, warrior one. Exhale, bind. Breathe in, get large. Exhale, bow forward. Breathe in, launch up. And exhale, squeeze knee into chest. Breathe in, single leg mountain. And exhale, something else of your choice here. What would you like to do? And you know, my balance is probably the worst it's been in a really long time. But when you find yourself noticing things like that, we have to come with no judgment, a lens of no judgment. Just to kind of notice and to be sensitive to how the body changes. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, star. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. I like to do a headstand here. This is a nice passive inversion, but if you'd like, you can take your hands out in a V, press in like you're palming basketballs, and then slowly lift legs. Maybe some goddess legs, Lakshmi. You can take your time to dance around a little bit there. Breathe out. Breathe in, halfway lift, and exhale, low lunge to the top. Breathe in, side plank pose. Breathe. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop down through table pose. Take your right leg up and back. Yep. Now just cross your right knee behind your left knee. Make space in between your ankles. And sit back for cow face pose legs. If knee says no, if hips say no, if ankles say no, then no. And I will turn toward you just so you can see how my knees might be a little bit more stacked than out toward the side for most hip openers. And if your knee said no, just do figure four, maybe fire log pose, supine figure four, half pigeon. Now, this usually goes with a little bit of this, yes? But we've already done all of that. So we can just use the weight of our body, if it feels good, to come far forward as far as our bodies say is tolerable. And start to tame the breath. You're not really controlling all of it, but you're kind of finding just a little bit of boundary for the breath. Can you elongate? Smooth out any rigidity. My mentor, Leah, taught me a good lesson this week in abundance. She told me that we need to pay it forward to people. And this was all, of course, in the context of a conversation. But that we need to pay it forward to people even in times when we're not sure we're going to have enough. And that can be kind of hard, especially this year, to think that just the invitation of abundance is going to materialize for you. She's a great example of that. And it got me thinking about where fear might hold me back in my life. Do we share with others even when, we feel as though we might not have enough ourselves? Can we believe that we have enough? That more is coming, that things will be provided. Let's slowly come back into table pose. Extend your right leg long. And then drop it. Take your left leg out and back, and then cross your knees one behind the other. Take your ankles out to the side and sit back down in between. You can roll out your calves. Make a little bit more room for yourself. And almost think about your torso as a buoy in the ocean. Take it back and forth and just see how much weight you really need to put some compassionate tension into those tissues. Let your neck release. Chin comes down. Perhaps rest on a block or two, your fists, your forearms. Continue to breathe here while I just get a small sip of water. To drop your tailbone if you have not already. Let's take 3 more breaths on this side. Breathe in to rise your torso. Exhale to hinge forward into table pose. Breathe in, extend your left leg, and exhale, drop it down. Walk all the way down to your navel, and just thread your left arm under and across the body. So it'll look like this, right underneath. Squish your armpit. Use your right forearm as a pillow. And just follow the breath. Let it change the shape right at the top of the spine in between the shoulder blades. A little higher up behind the heart. I'll invite you to take your right knee out to the side. Just kickstand it. And then roll over onto your back into a supine twist. This is a kind of a heart opener, I think. I like to think of it as such. Just really gentle. So let your arm bones fall wherever feels supported, especially if you're a little bit tighter. Throw up in the shoulders. That's okay. That's natural. You might take your arms down to your torso. Let's breathe in. As you exhale, just bring your right arm back across. Come back to your navel. And then let's do the other side. Reach under, thread the needle. Pause here. The things that we want to cultivate, like gratitude, presence, patience, all these benevolent qualities, it's like strengthening a bicep muscle. We get better and better and better the more we practice, the more we train. And so these last few moments on the mat, don't turn off the video and go do the next thing. Perseverate on those things for just a while longer. Stick with this. Just like you would the booty part of the workout, right? Cactus out your left leg. Let's roll messily into a twist on our back. Last stop before Shavasana. And I want you to know that you're deserving of this little break in your day. It will be a short Shavasana, nothing fancy, but it's your reset button. It's your pause button. And I want you to think about one thing that you know you're worthy of that's good in this world that you will invite in abundance. And that's it. That's your job for Shavasana. So go ahead, we'll stay on our backs and you'll just shimmy to mid-mat. Make a shape that feels good to you. Maybe that's even with something heavy over your eyes. I know that I like a towel, like a large towel under my head, and then I wrap it kind of like a turban over my eyes. It's really wonderful. So set up, set up, set up. Breathe in that which you know you're deserving of, invite it into your life. And exhale, I'll bring you out in just a moment. I'll leave you with these words by Wayne Dyer, who says, Everything you need, you already have. You are complete right now. You are a whole, total person, not an apprentice person on the way to someplace else. Your completeness must be understood by you and experienced in your thoughts as your own personal reality. Take a nice cooling breath in through the mouth. Exhale through the mouth. As you breathe in, reach for abundance. Close it. Exhale, bring it over your heart. With such gratitude that we have this practice each other this time. Thank you so much for practicing today. Namaste. Nice job, everybody. I'm super proud of all those of you who have reached out and told me that you are continuing your home practice. It can be a really hard and advanced thing to do to practice on your own. I know that I find it super, super challenging. So awesome job. Thank you so much. And feedback is welcome. I'm here to serve you. I hope I see you guys next time. Have a great week.